Hey guys, what's going on? Today it's going to be obviously about iOS, as you can see on the screen. I thought today I'd go through some tips and tricks of iOS, namely Safari. I thought I'd take a look. So let's go to Safari, and we'll open it up. Now you can quickly get all of your tabs on Safari by clicking the bottom right button. You see how I did that? That bottom right button, that's how many tabs I have open. Actually, they're called windows in this version of Safari. And you just tap that X to close them. I'm going to close them all. Okay, and you might have noticed I didn't get to close this last one. So you can do that, and you can still close it, and it'll automatically open a blank page. So let's search for... I don't know. Let's see if we come up on Google. Okay, if we do, we are later down the line. But anyway, I don't want to waste time trying to find stuff. When did that go dark? Wow, I did not see that. Okay. So I'm just gonna open a page, and once it loads, okay, so here's the page, and some websites actually tell you stuff now. I thought that said tech adult. Anyway, this button down here in the middle is called the share button. And if you push it, it'll give you all the options that you can share it with. You can email it to someone, send it via iMessage or SMS. If you have an iPhone, you can use that too. Twitter, I can tweet it, I can put it on Facebook, I can print it, I can copy it if I just want to paste it into, like if I use, I don't know, why I would want to paste it somewhere, but I can do that. I can just make a bookmark for it automatically, and I can add it to my, reading list. And you may have noticed I skipped over this one. This is add to home screen. Well, it does what you might think it does. You tap it, and it puts a link on your home screen. And you can name it and stuff. And then it'll show you, hey, and I've already got 3 pages. I got 2 computers that I'm considering for myself, and then I had to fix an iMac, so I saved that just in case it happens again. And now I've got this one. So let's open up the iMac one, and you see it goes right to it. Exactly what I put in before. Loading Apple, and here it is, and that's exactly what I read off of. And it actually worked. So I will go, let's see, dang it, I was looking at my computer, not my screen. There we go. So I'll just close off these tabs. It's running slow. Okay, so now if I tap this one, not that one. Jeez, I gotta stop looking at my computer screen when I touch it. That might help a little bit, because that's what's going on, because my perception of where it is wrong. Okay, so here, if we open this one, you see it goes right to that URL, exactly what it said on the top before. And this is exactly the page. And here, that's where I thought it said tech adult. So let me show you something cool. Once I just unlock my orientation. Good, it's already turned. It will, yes, take up the whole thing. But see these 2 arrows in the bottom right, which you do not have on the portrait mode? these two arrows basically just make it full screen, and then you don't have as much distraction from the top bar or this bottom bar, which is kind of nice. But you can still get it. As you see, I got the top one just by doing that, and the bottom one, just exit the full screen and you'll get it. There is something else at the top called that says Reader, and this is either new in iOS 5 or 6. I think 6. Can't completely remember, but let's go back to Portrait. If you tap it, this is the text only, and I can do this. I can tap the A's up there, and it will let me change what the font looks like. This is the size, so if I keep doing that, it'll get smaller. If I keep hitting that, it'll get bigger. And this feature is basically for getting rid of the distractions. Like if you're on a page with an ad, like this is great on Yahoo if you want to read an article. And there's a page with an ad, but you want to read the article, you can do this, and it will get rid of the stuff. Now, I mentioned before, when I was doing the tabs, that it's different on iPad. Well, it is, because the iPad, I can show you, find one with it. Here. That's not it. Harder than I thought. Basically, while I'm looking, I'll explain what I'm doing. Here's one. iPads have actual tabs. This is taken off of an iPad, as you can see by the iPad up there, and they have actual tabs. And you don't have to hit that button down there to get to it. You don't have to do that. There isn't even there. So that's basically it. And then the buttons, I don't know if iPad doesn't have full screen option of Safari, I don't think, at least not in this picture. But there's your bookmark, your iCloud, and your share button. And we don't have an iCloud button on the iPhone. I mean, well, same as iPod Touch. Basically, that's Safari. Now, you may have seen, I hope you saw before, when I went to do this and turn it, I did something. I said, let me unlock my orientation. Well, and what did you saw me do this thing? Okay, well, let me explain something to you. If you didn't see our iOS tips and tricks video, I kind of went over that a little bit there. Put a link over settings right here. Go away. Put a link over the settings button right there. For that video, it's a very useful video. Basically what this is, if you double press the home button, it will open multitasking. And in the multitasking, you press and hold minus, 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 and that will close your apps. Basically saves battery, because on iPhone, iPod Touch, iPad, excuse me, the apps don't close anymore. And I say anymore because it was like either 4th or 5th version that it stopped and it started doing the multitasking. So it's not closing anymore when you take out the home button. It's basically minimizing it. And to close it, you double press the home button, press and hold, and you hit that minus sign. So basically, I entered multitasking, and over here, let's start over here. This is volume, which is nice. And this right here on the left, that's the orientation lock. You see, now it's not let you lock landscape orientation. It only lets you lock portrait, unfortunately. And I say unfortunately because there have been times where I'd rather it be locked landscape. For example, I have an app that connects to my computer as a second display, which I'll make a video of, but I'd like that to keep landscape because I don't want it to go portrait, since then I have less screen room. But Apple will do that in iOS 7. Got it. These buttons here, they control your music, and that will open your music. No, I'm not gonna let you see my music. So that's basically it, guys. If you have any iOS questions, check out our iOS video. I'll put a link over settings again for you. And that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like this video, share it. Check out our Facebook in the description box. There's also a link for our website down there. And I'll see you next time.